Yes, oh.
Alaba boys.
2 shots. Yes, oh.
Which level?
Yes, oh.
Idumota.
2 shots. Yes, oh.
Which level?
Yes, oh.
Alaba boys.
2 shots. Yes, oh.
Which level?
Yes, oh.
Idumota.
2 shots. Yes, oh.
Hello, everybody. It's another edition of your favorite podcast. It's Which Level? And today we have our special panelists in the house. I'm going to let them introduce themselves today. Usually I introduce them, but today they will introduce themselves. So, Mr. SG. What does SG stand for?
SG is Son of God. Son
Nice one.
of God.
Nice one.
Anyway, my name is Shegun Gele. I'm a bridal consultant. Formerly a makeup artist. I used to tie gele for a living. I did it for 20 years, but now I have lots of people that are doing it, so the moolah is rolling in. But on a real note, I'm a father, a husband, and yeah, that's just me. That's just me. Let me not talk too much. I'm blushing whenever I come to this.
He says he's a father, he's a husband, he's also a friend to us, he's also a brother to us. Thank you, Mr. Shegun Gele. Appreciate you. And to the lovely Lilian, let us hear her say,
hi.
there we go. Okay,
Never
so,
chop.
he'd be like
And
so.
I'm hungry, man.
He'd be like so.
I'm hungry. They
The
wire
rice
me
is
for
coming.
you.
Yeah.
It's
Open
coming.
up.
Chai.
Tell us a little bit about your name, Lilian. How did you get that name? Today, I got you.
How did I get that name? My
Lilian.
father, my mother.
How did they come about that name?
I don't know.
And you never
just
thought of
gave it-
asking?
I never really. I think it came from my grandmom. I think
Okay.
because I'm the first girl, so
Nice.
they had boys and then me. Then they decided to give me all the names.
Okay.
Then Lilian is one of my English names.
You want to share what your,
My other name,
yeah.
Akunaya
Akunaya
Obianuju.
Obianuju.
That's all you have right now. That's it.
You going to tell us what it means?
What? Akunaya?
Yes.
Akunaya means my father's wealth. And Obianuju means I came in the midst of plenty.
Okay.
Maybe it's in the midst of plenty boys because 3 boys, or in the midst of wealth.
I think it's in the midst of wealth.
Wealth.
though.
Let me take that one. I will
Yeah.
take it since I'm my father's wealth.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. You know how we do it here. You've met the panelists. The next person you're going to see on the show now would be our special guest. And today we have a big surprise for you. So stay tuned. We're coming right back after this time out.
My name is Priscilla, and this is my family. So sometimes I don't like to cook, so I like to just go in and out, and I get my food from Wazobia. My favorite from Wazobia is their good meats pepper soup. It's completely awesome. The reason why I think Wazobia foods are so good is because they think about their customers, and they usually go straight from home and bring the products straight to us here in the States.
All right, everybody, you're welcome back from that short break. We're just going to dive straight into the show. But before then, we want to introduce our special guest in the house today. Today, like I said, we have a surprise. It's not just one guest. We have 2 guests. And like my friend said, we need to introduce this next guest as our Karika. Say it again. Okay, so the next person you're going to see now is the caricature. The man on the right-hand side in the orange shirt. Please introduce yourself, sir.
The caricature. Actually resemble caricature sometimes. But my name is Ofili Designs. I'm a visual artist, caricature artist, not a caricature artist. I'm a comedian and an entertainer. I do it all.
You're welcome.
Multi-talented.
Thank
You're
you
welcome, my
very
brother. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. The next person you're going to see is you probably seen him on Instagram, fooling himself on Instagram on social media.
But they can insult me. Man, when we start, let's introduce first.
God will bless you. Don't worry. Your blessing is coming.
But seriously,
He's a superstar.
he is a superstar.
Oh my God.
Out of all of us that are seated here, he has a verified account.
Hey, whoa.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
He's
But
all over the news.
Hey.
I know you're all waiting to see who we're talking about. But I'm just gonna starve you all a little bit, you know.
Okay.
So, Mr. Segun Gele, please tell us more a little bit about this guy without mentioning his name.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it like this. You know when Michael Jackson
They fall, they throw pata, fans, bruh.
Look at this.
You know?
He's small but mighty, like seriously. And he does things with his hands. The kind of things he will do with his
With
hands.
his hands.
You cannot
And
imagine
fingers.
those
Oh
things.
boy,
Oh my
oh
God.
boy.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh my
But let me not
God.
let the
Wala,
cat out
wala,
of the
wala.
bag. Exactly. He causes wahala.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're all dying to see who we're talking about. So, put your hands together for Demola the violinist.
Wahala.
At this,
Introduction,
at this point, I'm sure you don't have anything to say about
I
yourself.
really don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say.
No,
but I
but-
don't pump me, not gas me. Or
But seriously, tell the people who Demola is.
me
Yes.
Say me, no.
Outside
Your
the
shadow.
violin, people associate you with.
outside the violin people, I'm an artist. I'm a full artist. I'm an entertainer, music producer, a songwriter, singer, a guitarist, multi-instrumentalist.
Oh wow.
There's more.
Did
There's
I
more
say
to-
it?
There's more to it,
As-
Mostly
but
talented.
but everybody knows me as Demola the violinist.
Correct.
Demola the violinist.
Thank you so much for having me on your platform. Thank you so much
Yeah, thank
for
you.
the grand introduction.
Hey.
It means a lot.
My brother, it wasn't grand enough because you are a superstar. We are happy and we're
sir.
proud of you,
I
bro.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
proud of
Thank
you.
Thank you so much.
So, and it's an honor to have you and Ofili in the studio to come.
You have my old guy. He was the one who dragged me here. So I'm like,
Oh, okay.
the first show I did,
Oga.
the first show I did in Houston. Let me talk about it. Also, the first show that broke me into, into Houston, basically, as regards the creators and creatives and all of that in Houston, was his show.
Oh, nice.
Wow, please put your hands down for Ofili,
So,
please.
But
that's huge. That's huge.
But seriously, but on a serious note, to those of you that do not know who Ofili is,
Oh.
no, seriously, he is a phenomenal talent.
Mhm.
True,
Self-taught.
Shoot.
When you're talking about someone that is self-taught, he practically learned his skills, his art, and I promise you, he's one of the international. You might think he's local, but he is international because his work has gone across the globe.
Across the globe.
Okay,
bro.
so
You better tell him.
that's Ofili, and if you need something real, something authentic, that you can get from Ofili.
Thank you.
There you go.
Nice
So
one.
now you know we have two.
He's happy now.
I go pay you for that. That was sweet. Hey, we don't balance
Let me
out.
guys
Hey, we don't balance.
Thank God.
See the hype you gave them all. See all that hype.
The hype was
This
too
guy
much.
is
I was
a
like,
mouthpiece. He got a mouthpiece.
You go be my
Man,
ghostwriter.
that's another job for your PR.
I'm ghostwriting.
Look at him. He's like, of course not. Why not?
So you're all welcome. Today
you,
we
thank
are gonna talk about a very, very interesting topic. I woke up, I think it was yesterday morning or about 2 days ago, and I saw something on Instagram. Maybe these words might ring a bell in your head. I am a baboon. I stay in the zoo.
Oh my. You can't
And
look like Babu, Sef. I'm so
When
sorry.
I looked, it was Mr. Habib Aduni Olawumi,
Who is that?
popularly known as Portable.
Wahala.
I love that dude. I personally loved him. I personally love that dude. Though.
Yes, I know. I like
You
him too. And
crazy.
Daniel is mad about
About
that
him.
guy. Daniel's one of his favorite artists. So, and I was wondering what's
FEAT.
going on because all I saw, he was yelling, screaming at the phone. I decided to swipe, and I saw that they were trying to arrest him or something. He was actually resisting arrest.
Wow.
And, it just looked funny. Those words sounded funny. I'm a baboon. I live in the zoo.
How did he come up with that? Like, why? Why did he say that?
have no
you
idea.
know the way the baboon always come. You understand what I'm saying? But really and truly, if we look at the way things are, yes, he's a celebrity. a celebrity.
Mm.
Okay, as in air quotes celebrity.
Air quotes.
You know, but did you see the video?
I saw it.
Yeah.
You saw it, right?
Mhm.
I think and I think that's where we are going. That's where we're going to be going towards now if care is not taken.
Taken. True.
You understand what I'm saying? Because if you can publicly be resisting arrest and you are laying claims to the government as a part of them, defying the law, do you understand what I'm saying? Then I think it's a problem.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I heard him say something about him being.
No, he said he is a part of
APC.
I'm connected
Yes.
to them.
Yes,
You
he actually
understand
called
what I'm
APC
saying?
also.
Yeah.
He actually, I'm
No, say
trying
it now.
not to.
No,
I'm
you-
trying not
He
to.
called
promote
their
their
name. We
name.
all know the name.
What
so
name?
He called their name.
He called APC.
He even mentioned
and
he mentioned
Asiwaju
that he works
Tinubu.
for Bola Tinubu.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
Do you
wow.
understand what
He
I'm
did. The
saying?
video is there for
and
everybody to see.
Wow.
It's totally off. It's totally bad. And if we continue to condone and encourage behavior like that,
That-
then
That's
I
my
don't know.
that's my main issue because it shouldn't have even, like, the whole Zazu thing shouldn't have even gotten to
Zazu.
this point because he's been doing some things reckless even before we even get into
Yes.
Right.
what happened.
True,
Because
true.
when we get into this system, what just happened? There's so many faults. But even the things he was doing in the past, nobody thought to themselves, let's talk to this guy or step in, because once he hit fame, nobody
Was able to
trained him. There were no
Mhm.
training wheels for how to be famous, and he just started doing anyhow. And now we're enjoying it as the clown of
He is the
Nigeria.
clown.
And
yeah,
I don't get it.
But
I just don't get that.
But guess what? The truth of the matter is, yes, he was identified just like that. You know, and I think we're beginning to celebrate mediocrity.
Mm.
No, let's face it.
I think that's a world problem.
We are beginning. No, I'm not. Let's come back to our own climate, Nigeria. We're beginning to celebrate mediocrity.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? Yes, he was discovered. They should have actually rebranded him, but they left him to be the way he is, and you know, believing they have this backing of the people, the popularity among the kind of people he caters to.
Mm.
You know, I think they are abusing it. You know, and that's why he can publicly, openly come out and say he works for the federal government at this point in time, because calling the name of the president of Nigeria
Elect.
that you work for him,
President-elect, yes.
president
Elect.
select.
You are selecting. Me, I'm
It
electing.
looks
oh.
like all of them are wrong because
Okay.
that election is a whole
a
question
rig.
mark.
Okay, so we're actually not going to the
Yeah.
election
Yes,
right now.
but let's
So
not go into that. Yes.
Let's be focused.
Okay.
You know, and calling that, and even as at now, I don't think there is any spokesperson for Mr. President to come out and give a rebuttal to what he did,
And what he said.
to what he said.
We didn't
But
even have
my
a
question is, why
spokesperson.
did he? Why were they arresting him?
So what I read is that it's so stupid. Old Yahoo guy or something that they were friends before went to the police
Okay.
to report. What is this Zazu or Portable?
Portable.
Yeah.
All of
so,
them joined.
So the whole, how can a Yahoo boy go to the police
To report him
To
that
to
what
report
that what
someone
that report
that maybe he's doing so? I didn't even
what was he
get
doing?
it.
A thief
think
goes to
fraud or
report
something.
another thief. That thief
Yeah, something like
used
that.
to thief. That's the way I look
And-
at it.
And the
No, no,
police
no, I mean,
are not
I-
intelligent enough.
What I do, this is the part I did not get from watching
whole concept, right?
Maybe I've not taken too much time on social media, and I'm really not so concerned about the whole drama that's always surrounded about these guys. But I wanted to know why was he arrested, or why were they trying to arrest him? That's the first thing for me.
Like what Ophiili just said, that a
think
guy
the
he
Yahoo boy
used to do Yahoo before
went to
goes
report
to
that
co-
he did
goes to
what?
report that Portable
Is
does
Yahoo boy.
Yahoo.
So,
That Portable does Yahoo,
Yeah.
and so now they want to arrest Portable because he does,
a Yahoo
because somebody
boy.
said he
He's
does
a
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Because someone said, which now goes into the fact that nobody did research. He just showed up.
Just showed up.
Which is normal. To be honest with you, that's how the Nigerian police works.
Nigerian
It's sad.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we're addressing Portable's
We need to
attitudes and all of that, we need to
address
address the
Even
police.
so
And the reporter.
yes.
that
I don't have to
reported-
address the reporter. Like somebody comes to
people are
report that I
just-
used to, and where's your evidences? And you just come with
Nothing.
guns and you just want to raid his
Show up.
bar, because they went to his
They
bar.
went to
but,
his space.
they
yeah.
went to his space to go raid, and then he resisted that.
Which would they
So-
will always do.
Like whether or not Portable is hot-headed, let's put somebody else in that situation. Somebody comes to me and says, hey, Demola, you're under arrest for, for example, you used to do Yahoo. And I'm like, where's your,
Where's your proof?
where's your proof?
Yeah.
Where's your search
Yeah.
warrant? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where's your
Because
arrest
we already know,
warrant?
like, once you, first of all, okay, before you say you want to arrest me, you have to, like, search.
But
What did I used to
the
do?
Nigerian thing is you are guilty until proven
Yes.
innocent.
And when
And
they
they gotta
take
take you.
and when they take you, this is one thing that if the law was good, when they take you to their cell,
They're supposed to show you everything.
no, when they take you to their cell, you have to bail yourself out.
Hmm.
And for someone like Portable we have to bail himself with like maybe 1 or 2 million naira before they release him. And the money is going to who? The police.
The police.
So I understand him resisting arrest and all of that. I mean, I understand that part. I mean, is he right? It's wrong.
No.
Now, what is he saying? All the stuff he's saying also to resist arrest and saying all that whole stuff. I think the whole drama is wrong. But
Yeah.
also the cops themselves, like coming, or the police.
They
I
are
don't like to
police.
even call
They
them
are not
cops.
Those
The
are
police.
police people.
The police,
Yeah.
coming
Policemen.
to, for it does not make
the
any
whole
sense.
thing is weird. Like, how someone just told you something and you just showed up. We've been
No
battling this,
investigation was done.
and I know we're always saying this. It's Nigeria. But
For how long
We gotta
is that
take
gonna continue?
accountability for the
we
things
gotta
that
be
we
tired
do.
of that statement.
I mean,
too,
it's not the
like,
same police people that were killing people during they were killing not just
Man.
they will search you like, oh, you look like a Yahoo
Yo,
boy.
Yeah.
If you go
You
to
make her
Nigeria
so
with
much
your
you
hair,
drive-
if you go to Nigeria with your hair
They don't
now,
carry me.
Yeah,
and
Yahoo
you
boy.
see how fresh you look
Ah,
now.
no,
you look so
Ophelia,
fresh.
they're going to lock
They will
Ophelia
lock
up.
you
They
up
will
and
lock
ask you
him
to
up.
pay millions for you to come
For
out. You know what I'm
nothing.
saying?
If you're driving a nice
By the
car,
time they pull out your
you're
phone
like,
and
"Oh,
say,
are
let's
you
see
a
your
Yahoo
phone, and
boy?"
then they see that you are doing artwork for the city
Mayor.
of Houston and mayor of
You don't be
Houston.
now.
Boom, you don't be that, bro. You're gonna have to pay 10 million.
So Demola, I am
Doesn't make
100%
sense, man.
in agreement with what you said about the police.
Yeah,
Their procedure was wrong.
True.
But 2 wrongs do not make a right.
agreed.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, it's not about the police. I mean, good enough. You are even seeing it from that angle.
Mhm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You are seeing it from that angle. And I think and I strongly believe those policemen, they need to face the law.
Consequences.
Because the procedure, the way with which they went about it was totally wrong. I mean, he has every right
To resist.
to resist. Well, did they
Why
even,
didn't
they
we-
even
Sean,
arrest
can I ask
him?
you a question?
Yeah.
The Nigerian police, is there any other way they make arrests in Nigeria? I think that's the
Nah,
only way they
only
make
way.
arrests. So many times they pick up people with no
Randomly.
I
justification.
know.
Randomly.
Like you said, no warrants, nothing.
I've been
Randomly.
arrested before in Nigeria. Like, I used to
For
live in,
real?
yeah, I used to live in
Oh,
I'm not once.
there you go.
I used to live in Monike Wire, the whole Makoko area. And there was a particular
Shout out to your people. Shout out to your people. Shout out to your people, bro.
Big shout out to all of you, Akoka, Bariga, Shomolu, all the area now. You know how it's go down. Like here we grew up. We be the full Lagos boy. And I've been arrested in Akoka, I've been arrested in Bariga, and arrested from doing what? Because when I used to go to shows, go play like churches or whatever, I'll be coming at night and then you're looking for a bike or Okada to enter.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, police would just corner everybody at the bus stop and pack all of us.
Operation Sweep.
It's
sorry,
just
no,
beyond
remember
easy
that one?
operation. Be still. They'll pack all of us and throw all of us inside. Wait till you carry, and I'll show them it's my violin. Wait till you carry gun. No, it's violin. After wait till you do, I go play show. Yeah, bail yourself. So several times I have to
Bail
bail
yourself.
myself out.
What the hell?
You
I have
pay
to
yourself
pay-
when you get to the station or on the road there.
On the
no,
road.
it's bribe
On the
now.
spot.
You
Okay,
bribe
bribe.
On the
okay.
spot. Because when they look,
Someone
like, oh, you they play instrument. I'm like, they check, and most times
You
used
go
to
get
wear
money,
suit.
mhm.
You go get money. Oh yeah, give us something. I'll go carry you go station. So I bring out money and I pay myself out.
Now I understand your angle because you've been a victim.
Several times.
so you
Yeah,
understand,
several.
yeah.
And they've carried me to the station too before.
Wow.
If they'll just carry all of us, they took us to the station. When they dumped me at the station, dumped me in the station, I saw like 2 of my friends already. And this one, I was not even with my instrument. I went to buy suya. I can remember the exact spot. If I remember the outfit I was, because I was like, oh yeah, call your people. I'm like, who I won't call, come pay me.
Did they allow you eat the suya?
No, I ate it with the officer.
Ah.
Oh my God.
I had the suya with the officer. Yeah.
Philip said, "Oh my God."
I had him with the suya with the officer. So
There
all of
you
us were
go.
eating there. And they're like, oh, Baba, if you don't find somebody, I'm like, nah, me be the
After
somebody.
eating my
I told
suya.
them, I told them, I'm nah, me be the somebody who go bail myself out.
out.
Because the guys that were there already know, Demola, what going on? That means Demola, they carry you too. Demola, what going I'm going to be the one who's going to save us.
Ah,
Wow.
no.
So all the cops are like, I say you get money, oh yeah, bill everybody. So we ate the suya there, we chilled for like 2 hours. I called my friend. My friend was like, oh, I'm not, I did VI. I'm like, bro, you gotta have to release us. It's like, I say I don't have money. They took me, I went on ATM. we took Okada, police Okada. The Okada guy took us, went to ATM on Sabo. I went to withdraw money from Sabo. We didn't use any ATM
Can you imagine?
because it was Sabo police station. It was Iwaya police station. But then they took me to Sabo to go withdraw from the ATM. I had to bail me and 10 other guys.
This was what year was this?
This was like around 2011. I finished my NYSS. I think 2012.
So I'm guessing by now they will be going with POS.
Yeah.
No need to go to ATM.
Because we could not use because the banks because the ATM and banks around there that time was, even when you go, you put your card, it goes. You say they swallow card, no money for it. It's like they know the ATM that is working. So they took me, so I went to withdraw money from my account, and I bailed me and 10 other guys out.
So how do we want Portable to now not resist arrest?
That's what I even want to say now.
That's where he's going.
That's what I even want to say now. So it could have probably been a plan to exploit him.
Get money from him.
It could have been a plan to exploit him.
Maybe that person that went to go and report him is even in
He's conniving with them.
Of course. How did
That's
know
why I said they need to EFCC needs to interrogate those people. I think he even mentioned that he works for EFCC too. Yeah,
that Portable.
There's nothing he
They work for everybody.
That Portable costs too much, man. I don't believe anything he says, man.
He works for everybody.
But I like him though. I like that boy because
I am a baboon.
But the thing he came
I
into the
stay
industry.
in the zoo.
The thing he came into the industry, and you know,
He's shot to fame.
Godfather,
That's the problem.
Godfather SG here.
SG.
You know, he was saying something I really like as an artist. He plays a huge role. He was saying like it's like, oh, Portable has been street and all of that, but the people branding and rebranding should have done a good work and all of that.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
So you think Olamide should have played a role in that?
no, Olamide can't play any role.
What has Olamide got to do with this? I don't know.
No, because
Olamide was
Olamide is
one that
supposed
broke
to
him
be one
into
of
the
his
series.
role
He
models,
shots to fame.
and Olamide helped put him out there. I'm just saying.
Olamide was on Zazu. Twaika.
Yeah, but you can take a
Olamide
horse to
shot.
the river. You
Olamide
can't force it to drink water.
Yeah,
That's what I
Olamide.
was gonna say. I'm like, he is the way he's already set in the way that he is already.
I think
Rebranding him, it would take a long time.
Don't you guys think this brand, this image he
Rebranding
has,
him.
is what is actually
That's-
selling
yeah,
him?
exactly.
No, it is selling
That's what
him.
it's selling for
That's
him.
another
It
thing.
is selling him, but there are some
That's where I was gonna go.
simple basic things. I was surprised. He's quite eloquent. He speaks good English.
He said a lot of things in that
To
video.
an extent.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm thinking, I mean, if they had branded him better, if
Right.
they had helped him to understand that, look here, you have your rights quite all right.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Or probably maybe he wanted to just trend because at
his
times
best
they
life.
do these things. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
but I think a better branding is not still going to change him from who he is.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A Daddy Shoki still caters to the
Still Daddy
Ajegunle
Shoki.
crowd.
Yeah.
But Daddy
But he
Shoki
was-
is
Like
on
went
the other
international.
count.
Understood
He
how
went
to
international. Do you understand what I'm
True,
saying?
He
So,
knows how
I
to
mean,
act in public.
yeah.
True.
Mr. Zazu.
You are very, very correct with
What's
that. Daddy
the-
Shoki
what's
thing.
the-
Comfortable.
Because I remember.
What's this other artist? If you're talking about branding, it be like
Ibile.
Nice.
Oh, Zlatan?
Zlatan and
Or
the
Naira
other
Marley.
one. Who did Soapy?
Naira Marley.
Exactly.
Naira Marley.
No, now
No,
you
no.
cannot.
No,
Naira Marley
no.
is different.
But
No,
guess
but
what?
that's
They
what I'm saying.
cater to
We're
the
talking,
same
we're talking
crowd.
about branding.
Yeah, but Naira
Naira
Marley
Marley
was from
didn't
where? Where did he
change.
come from?
UK.
Okay.
No, let's forget UK.
No,
And then
but for the
Zlatan, and
image,
then-
the
No, the
image he
point I'm
has.
making
But he
is-
speaks. He's okay. Sorry,
No,
your
you
point.
don't focus on the English and what's coming out from the mouth. We're talking about the artist.
Yeah.
The
art
catering
itself,
is for
the
the
music.
music,
Yes.
right? He didn't. We're not telling him to turn to something else. It's just slight changes.
Yes.
Know when
What
to
kind of life change?
know when to say something
See.
in an interview.
You know that man is not going to hear that.
But I'm
Like
sure
that.
we
You don't
all
want to say anything.
of
Freedom
us here would
speech.
agree that
It's little
controversy
things like
sells, right?
Oh yeah.
I think he wants to stay there.
That's where he
and
wants
that's
to
that's
be.
what I'm trying. Well,
he wants to stay
Do
there.
we think that he wants to stay, or that's just his nature? Because
his
because
nature.
I've followed because
Yeah.
I
Say,
follow
no, you cannot.
I
take
follow
that.
him. I follow when he blew. Like I was like, but I was like, let me check the talent of this artist. That's one thing about me. I was like, okay, let me see
Of
because
course, as
everybody
an
has.
artist, you would do
Let
that,
me
yeah.
let me see his talent, and I went to like research his songs beyond Zazu. I'm like, okay, is this just this one Zazu that he goes to perform upon? And I'm like, people were like, this guy is not gonna, you're not in the industry for a long time. So I'm like, let me go check these guys. And then I went to check his catalog. I was like, I went on, I couldn't find a lot of his stuff on Spotify. I went on Google, YouTube, and and then I started seeing a lot of his works. And I'm like, this guy is gonna actually rebrand the face of Fuji/street music in
Yes.
this. So I started exposing people to a little bit more. I'm like, this boy is not gonna. I'm like, if this boy continues, and gets the right people, he's not gonna be one of those flash in the pan. No, he's not gonna be.
Because-
So I started arguing with folks. Until he released a few more works. People started saying that, oh, okay. So I see that he actually has talent. But then he started fighting with everyone that was around him.
Everybody.
But there's always an element of truth when you ask Portable why he's fighting these people. Because not everybody, but he never fought Olamide. He never fought some people specifically.
No, I doubt if you ever fight on
No,
him. I
no,
doubt it.
no. But the thing is, the people who, I'm not saying they tried to rip him, but he feels, if I'm going to follow him, that they are trying to rip him. Now, the way he goes about it might not be
the right way.
I'll not say might. It's not the right
the
way.
right way, yeah.
You know, maybe he does not understand the business concept. Maybe he does not
Yeah, that's
understand.
the one.
Okay,
And
this
that's
is
That's
part
the
of
one thing, that's
branding
it.
that we're
That's
talking
it.
about.
He does not understand it because
The little
sometimes they are not
things.
trying to rip you, or sometimes if someone's going to invest X and X amount of money, the person has a right to get
His
X
money
and
back.
X and
Back
X back.
royalty, exactly.
But you feel like, well,
But
I'm
doesn't
gonna, you know,
understand
so maybe that's the part that But
He's just said in his
But
way.
you know the good
But
thing
he's a
about him,
controversial
though,
guy.
Yeah. he
even
said
him
in
being
his ways.
controversial, right? I remember when they talked about he's a spontaneous person, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
another thing
Oh,
I
yes.
like.
Yeah.
You know, and that's part of the reason why I think so. If we want to take the positive out of this, and why we're talking about the rebranding, it's not because we're in America. Everybody rebrands. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if the people that are listening wants to take the positive out of this, I think if they rebrand him very, very well, he's a very spontaneous person. When that Pastor Sulaiman's case came that they shot Pastor, no one died, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He made music out of it.
Yeah.
Even I don't know what he has done with it, but it made sense.
That guy.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, so I think if they properly rebrand him, if he tries to readjust himself, not losing his elements, because his element is street, and street actually sells. You understand what I'm saying? I think
All the time.
he's going to be better. That's just
Because
going to be my submission.
the energy it gives me is what you see is what you get, and that's today's. Like you were talking about mediocrity, but today's talent is what you see is what you get, is how you blow.
Yeah.
We know who you are when you wake up and when you go out to do shows, and that's what really keeps people today's celeb. That's what people really care about. So that's why he's been up there for that long. Because old school time, he will have dropped a long time ago.
So
So you think that cloud energy is what is
No. Knowing you. It's not about clout. It's knowing how you behave on a regular. Do you
No, but
understand?
what he's trying to say is he thinks, yes, he came up just like that. He blew. I think the clout is getting into his head.
Head.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's
Especially
trying to
during
say.
that award time.
Because
that
I
he
mean
didn't
that's
win.
what he
And
trains
he was
for.
upset
That's
about
what he
it.
trains for clout.
Yeah.
Like
So
I don't
So
think
you think he's doing it?
I don't
for
think
clout?
no. Okay, it
Because-
depends on how we
Define their
define that.
clout.
Some people do not do anything for clout,
Clout.
but they get clout.
Yeah.
That's someone like Portable.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
where
and that's what I'm
what
saying. I
you
agree
see
with
is
what you get
yeah.
because. But another thing is we don't know behind the scene whether he's like, you know what, Jen Shekini, let me do this stuff and let me see whether it's gonna work.
Let me do this thing and let me see how everybody's gonna
I
react
just
to
decided
it.
to sip my drink
We don't
because
know.
I was just going to I just thought of somebody that does stuff for clout
Oh,
who
Jesus.
just did recently.
Who would that?
Blessing CEO.
Oh.
Did you see that picture?
What's a blessing? What's that?
Oh, I saw it.
You saw that picture,
the
right?
one with one.
You saw that
I
picture?
saw it. I saw it because one Igbo man was just talking about it. I'm like, what is she wearing?
What did you do?
Interesting.
She had one. She had a jumpsuit on.
Guys,
One is full pants.
guys,
and then the
let's
other
not
one
let's not release it
Oh,
here.
oh, full yash on the left.
Yee.
Oh yeah. At least I know that one.
you
Did
saw
you see the way he
I got
described
so
it?
the smile on the Philly's
I got
face.
so
Smile,
happy.
actually.
And
Full yash on the
no,
left.
but did
I
you
know
see
that
the
one.
other
You
leg? How
enjoyed.
small it is compared to the other one?
You saw it. It didn't balance. You know, balance.
Anyway,
Like they didn't do the surgery was not done.
that's a whole nother topic.
All right, my people, it's crazy. And if you know, let me repeat what Shegun Gele said in case you all missed it. Coming from someone like Shegun Gele, you all need to take this seriously. So if you're a team member or if you're part of Portable's
Yeah.
team, if you guys want to go far, and this are not my words, these are Shegun Gele's words. You guys need to rebrand Portable. If you know how to get hold of Shegun Gele, because that's what he's known for when it comes to branding and all that stuff. he can help you guys.
Una want me Portable beat
Portable
me.
deal with him.
Una want me Portable
You go
beat
see
me.
wahala.
Make it come. Make it
Wahala,
come.
wahala.
We're all laughing, but
No,
this
only
is...
Nigeria you go fit do that. If you come to America, come to that nonsense.
No, he can't. No, he can't. Obviously, if Shego has to do it, he has to come
He
here.
has to come here. You do
Because
anything.
everything
he's
they
gonna be
hear.
in trouble. They go not lock him. You're not even go Nigeria again.
That
Take
one
all
he
of
was
everything.
shouting at me, babu. He said
No,
that
no,
one.
he cannot. He
You
cannot do
know,
all of that. I mean, I
so-
think he knows. Did you see the part where he was in Europe and then,
He left Nigeria.
no, he's
Oh, no, he
traveling.
travels.
He's
now.
travel.
I'm joking.
No, he travels a lot. And then,
I'm joking.
and then people were, because I know one thing, and not you guys will say I have a soft spot for Portable because of most
Because
times.
you like him.
there's
There's
nothing
no
wrong-
way.
there's
Yeah,
nothing
there's
wrong
nothing
with
wrong
that.
with that.
He's a talented
Yes.
artist.
But this
I mean, like you
is
said.
one thing with me, right? I look at the artist, I look at what makes you talented, like your stuff, and I also look at when you are in controversy, why? Because I'm an artist. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's like, oh, the artist is this, the artist is that, the artist is this. Because this is what happened. He went to, I think it was in Italy. The show promoter did all the whole everything, and then did not meet up to some stuff. And Portable was just landing. He had flight delays and all of that. And then when he got there, Portable was like, okay, I think it was, I don't remember the full story, but maybe pay me my balance or whatever for him to. But instantly, Instablog and the rest had already posted that Portable was already in trouble and fighting in this and this and that and that. By the time you now get back, everybody already slander him,
Right.
and of course it helps him sell. So by the time he went
when
back
they heard
to
the
it,
real
then
story.
you now find out that
It wasn't his fault.
it's not this guy's fault now.
Yep.
They always
Someone
say
like
there's always
me,
causing
someone like
trouble.
me now, I'll not make
Yeah.
Instablog Nigeria because easily I'll just go to my hotel, stay there,
Until they pay you.
get the next flight I'm out.
Yep.
Quietly,
Quietly.
jejely.
And I'm not gonna trend.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing about social. That's what I'm saying about clouds, right? About so Portable, on the other hand, start cussing them out. Went live, go live, recorded his stuff, posted on his page. If I do something like that, boom, people be like, oh, Nigerian artist in Houston, in Cleveland, Ohio, fights promoter because
Especially the kind of
up.
clients you work with.
you see what I'm saying? But
wanna
for
get
my
to
own, it's not gonna work for me because I'm
Yeah.
not street.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody will just start pulling away from me, be like, okay, you cause too much trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't work with that guy. He's
Yeah.
troublesome.
And
That is it.
Yeah.
They would, whether or not the story, they'll be like, whether or not he's right, we don't want to have that kind of.
Yeah.
Energy.
So it's just
And I sincerely can tell you from personal experience, okay? A lot of people, when Facebook was Facebook, I used to fight on Facebook.
champion.
No, you cannot owe me money and go on.
Warrior.
No, I will call you. Do you understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I'm-
But when it started getting to the point, Shegun Gili, when they hear my name, even people that do not know
you.
me, when they hear my name, Oga, don't abuse us. So we heard your mouth is bad. Do you understand what I'm saying? It
really
went
bad.
that bad. And that's what is actually going to be happening with him. Because now that we are hearing the story, do you understand what I'm saying? Somebody just tipped off the police. No evidence, nothing. Used to be. And you are going there. You understand what I'm saying? Out of annoyance and everything. I mean, but the by and large of what we're trying to say is he just needs to be rebranded because at the end of the day,
Honestly.
yes, he's going to get the clout, but the damage he would have done. You understand what I'm
to his
saying?
image.
Let me go layman. You go shit today, they tell you say you no clean yash.
Oh.
You go shit tomorrow, they tell you say you no clean yash. Okay? The day where you shit, you clean yash.
They go say
They
you no
accuse
clean
you.
yash.
How many people want open yash?
That's
Say you clean
true.
yash?
That's true.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And that is what's actually going to be happening to him. So sorry I had to go there.
Yeah.
And
Oh no, it's fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have just come to the end of today's episode. But just stick around. The next episode, because we're saving one topic for the next episode, just watch out for it. So, on behalf of everybody here in the studio, on behalf of Shegun Gele, Demola the violinist, Lilian, and Ofili, we just want to say thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Alaba boys.
Two shots. Yes, sir.
Which level?
Yes, sir.
Idumota.
Two shots. Yes, sir.
Which level?
Yes, sir.
Alaba boys.
Two shots. Yes, sir.
Which level?
Yes, sir.
Idumota.
Two shots. Yes, sir.